Did you know Japan now has more than 90,000 people living past 100, the highest number of centenarians per capita in the world? Now compare that to the US, where billions are spent every year on gyms, supplements, wearables, and fitness apps. Yet after 50, many men still struggle with joint pain, slower reflexes, high blood pressure, and cognitive decline.
So what exactly are Japanese elders doing differently? Surprisingly,
it's not their genetics. It's not just the diet, and it's not hours in the gym. When researchers from Harvard and Stanford studied Japan's oldest adults,
some still driving, gardening, and living independently past 100, they uncovered something unexpected.
Their secret wasn't intense exercise. It was 6 simple daily movements, so basic that Western doctors once ignored them.
Then the brain scans, balance tests, and mobility studies came in. And suddenly, these 2 simple movements were linked to better cognitive health, stronger legs, smoother joints, and in one study, even longer lifespan.
So if you're over 50 and starting to feel stiffness in your knees, slower reaction times, or a bit of brain fog creeping in, stay with me. You're about to learn the 6 movement habits Japanese elders use to stay clear-headed, steady on their feet, and mobile, without gyms, heavy workouts, or sweat.
Before we begin, drop your name and where you're watching from in the comments. I'd love to say hello.
Number 6, the art of slow walking, also known as Sampo.
Forget everything you know about exercise walking. This isn't power walking, and definitely not a calorie-burning activity.
Sampo is a slow, mindful morning walk practiced by Japanese elders. You walk at about half your normal pace while following a simple breathing pattern. Inhale for 2 steps, hold for 2 steps, exhale for 4 steps.
That's it. It sounds almost too easy until you understand why it works.
Walking slowly forces your feet to roll through every joint, heel, arch, and toes, activating stabilizing muscles that normally weaken with age. This sends powerful balance signals back to the brain. A 10-year study from Kyoto University found older adults practicing slow, mindful walking had less arterial stiffness, better balance, and walked with the posture of people 20 years younger.
Tip: try 10 minutes on grass or dirt. Uneven surfaces engage deeper stabilizers. This isn't just walking. It's a morning tune-up for your circulation, balance, and brain clarity.
Number 5, Japan's 3-minute national movement ritual, also known as Radio Taiso. At 6:30 a.m., a soft piano tune plays across Japan.
Millions stop what they're doing to follow along with Radio Taiso, a flowing 3-minute movement routine created nearly 100 years ago. No sweating, no planks, no strain, just continuous gentle motions. Arm circles, side bends, light knee lifts, forward folds, smooth rotations, almost like Tai Chi. Simple, rhythmic, and surprisingly energizing.
In a study of over 8,000 seniors, daily practice was associated with better posture, fewer falls, and reduced lower back pain.
Why?
Because it naturally lubricates your joints with synovial fluid, which declines after 50. Without that lubrication, stiffness sets in.
Tip: do it first thing in the morning. It unlocks the body and resets posture for the day.
Number 4, the deep squat rest, the posture we forgot.
Walk through a park in Tokyo and you'll see elders in their 70s and 80s resting comfortably in a deep squat, heels grounded, back straight, chatting or relaxing.
In Western countries, most men over 50 can barely hold this position for 10 seconds.
It's not their flexibility, it's the culture. Japan sits on the floor far more than the West. Chairs are used,
but floor sitting and squatting are still part of life, which keeps hips and knees mobile naturally. A 12-year study found seniors able to hold a deep squat for 2 minutes were significantly more likely to stay independent long-term. Deep squatting opens the hips, strengthens the pelvic floor, mobilizes the ankles, and decompresses the spine.
Tip: Start with support from a wall or chair. If heels lift, place a rolled towel under them.
Number 3, single leg standing balance that builds the brain.
In Japan, doctors often prescribe something unusual.
Stand on one leg for 1 minute, twice a day.
Sounds too easy, yet the research behind it is remarkable.
A 15-year study of 12,000 adults showed those practicing single leg standing had fewer hip fractures, fewer fall-related injuries, and better brain volume in areas that control balance. When you stand on one leg, hundreds of tiny muscles fire to keep you upright, and your brain lights up to manage micro-adjustment.
Researchers now believe that your ability to balance on one leg may predict longevity better than blood pressure or cholesterol. Tip: start near a wall. Lift 1 foot an inch. Hold 20 to 30 seconds. As you progress, add gentle head turns or arm movements. It's 1 minute of stillness that trains both body and brain.
Number 2, floor sitting transitions, the daily longevity test.
In Japan, people sit on the floor for meals, tea, conversations, and reading. That means elders naturally get up and down from the floor many times a day. This simple transition, standing to floor and back, turns out to be a powerful marker of healthy aging.
A large study found adults who could sit down and rise without using their hands had better leg strength, better coordination, better cognitive scores, and lower mortality risk.
Why is this movement so powerful? Because it challenges balance, flexibility, core stability, motor planning, and spatial awareness. Skills that decline quietly after 50 unless you actively engage them.
Tip: start with kneeling transitions using support.
A yoga mat or carpet helps.
Number 1, the towel twist, a 2-minute brain-body rewire.
This last movement might be the simplest and the most surprising. Japanese elders call it tenugi hibiki. It involves nothing more than a towel and gentle torso rotation. Hold the towel at shoulder height, pull outward with light tension, twist slowly to one side, hold, return, then twist to the other side.
The tension activates stabilizers deep in your core muscles, rarely used in everyday life. Brain imaging studies show this pattern activates both hemispheres at once, supporting coordination, reaction time, and mental clarity. Safety first. Move smart, safe.
If you haven't moved much recently or have joint issues
nearby, begin with standing movements like slow walking. Begin with standing movements like cushions for squats and the towel transitions. Use cushions for squats, pain, discomfort, and pain are not the same. Discomfort and pain
you
are
don't
not the
have
same.
to live in Japan to age like the Japanese. You simply need to move like a human being again, naturally, consistently, purposefully. These 6 movements take less than 15 minutes total. They cost nothing, they require no equipment, and they reconnect you with the mobility, balance, and clarity that many men start losing after 50. Japanese elders don't do these habits to fight aging. They do them to live well, stay sharp, stay mobile, and stay independent for as long as life allows. Start with one movement, 1 minute, one small choice. It may add years, not just to your life, but to your independence. Now tell me in the comments, which of these 6 movements are you planning to try first?